Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Kerbal Space Program, where today we're picking up right where we left off last time, where Jeb has just successfully landed on the moon, and now the question is, can he get back? Let's find out. Because that's what the cool kids are doing on the moon. He's just so excited. Yeah, there's a beautiful starscape as well. There we go. That's a happy Jeb. Yeah, like I said, Kerbin is right above us. We did miss an eclipse, although I'm sure it does happen here. But here we go. Let's plant a flag. And let's get an EV airport. No soil samples yet. Dust is getting everywhere. Good for you. Plant the flag. Look at all that money we have. 600,000. Surely we can upgrade our science facilities now. So here is the flag, and the site name will be first, because that's what so many people like putting in the comments. Comments are overrated. Moon landing 20XX. So now if any of y'all try and put first in the video, just know that Jebediah did it first. So there we go. There's our flag, and because we're on the moon without an atmosphere, it's just going to stand there. He is just so stoked. I'm sure Valentina's maybe a little bit jealous that she didn't get to do a landing on the moon, but we'll collect her. Maybe we'll send her to Minmus, or maybe not. I mean, she already flew by Minmus once. Or no, that was Jeb that flew by Minmus. So he's like, I got this. So yeah, still just jumping straight up. We actually got to collect the science from the materials bay. I could do it in orbit, but since we're down here. See, I like having it down here. Let's collect the data. We're only going to do this once. Because, once again, this thing is designed to actually... okay, let's actually go forward here. Yeah, you can use your RCS thrusters on the moon. Just keep in mind that you're fighting gravity. Yeah, we do need to collect the science from all of these. So we will do so. Board, and we can store all the experiments. And EVA again, it may be easier for me to collect the rest of those from orbit, but I'd kind of like to get them now. I mean, I could... well, let me put it this way. If I get them now, then I can do it again on launch. So let's go ahead and take the data. Temperature from moon's midlands. Take the data for the barometer, and let's go ahead and take the collect this data. And it's inoperable because you're not a scientist, but you do have SAS, so we need that. All right, board it. Look at all the science that we have collected right here. We have a flag, we have everything, but moon trips are meant to be short. So we are just going to go ahead and launch one more time. I think I might have enough fuel to actually do a free return. Well, this is not a free return. This is a landing mission. I think I have enough fuel. That's so funny. It's like we're zoomed so close. Where's Kerbin? Oh, look. We have something else orbiting this. The moon cheese. There's Kerbin. We may be able to actually make it back on this fuel. I don't know. I have high hopes. It's going to be really close if we do. Which, once again, some people say really close for me is not that close for a lot of people. So we're going to keep this open because we're in a vacuum. It doesn't matter. Let's just launch. Quick save one more time just in case bad things happen. Quick saving is very important. Look, it's been a day for the mission. What a day. There's the nice dust effects again. You don't actually have to worry too much about gravity turns in low gravity like this. But let's go ahead and keep this on here. We want to get a pretty good apoapsis. Let's get about 15,000 meters. An orbit of 10,000 is usually pretty good, so that'll be fine. We still have gravity to contend with, but this should, whoa. That'll do okay. We actually have a lot of delta. See, that's getting an escape trajectory out of here is going to take quite a bit of delta V. But it's only a 12-second burn because we're not actually in the atmosphere. So do I have 12 seconds worth of burn for fuel? I don't know. That's the fun part of this, is that I don't know. And if I have to do a rescue mission for Jeb, so be it. He can be in a low orbit and actually do quite a bit of science as well. In fact, I could possibly bring Bob back down here. So space near the moon, that doesn't really do us a lot of good. We'll just keep it anyway. I mean, it's a little bit of science. Yeah, apparently we're not going to get too much mystery goo stuff around here. So the good news is that we made it to the moon, and the sad news is that we may very well need a rescue mission. And you know what? That's okay. We actually missed our burn. So this will not be the most efficient burn ever. Let's see here. We could make it. It is entirely possible. Okay, 30,000 meter orbit. That's just fine. Let's see here. So Jeb is currently right here. What's his crew report going to look like? So space near the moon. I wasn't sure if you could actually do biomes from above there, but if we do an EVA report from down here, do we have anything new? EVA says nothing new. Alright, so we might as well just go ahead and collect that data, although I may feel better about, well, you know what, why not? Let's do it now. We're all flying at about the same relative speed here. So there's our flag. We just don't want to bump this and like knock it back down into the surface. Technically what I can do is like do a push tow. Well, let me put this way. Other people say you can do a push tow. I've never actually successfully done a push tow in where you're actually in RCS and you use your practically unlimited RCS supply from your fuel pod or from your command pod to get it. I don't think it's unlimited anymore. So EVA report for Jeb. Oh, good. EVA from East Crater. So we could actually get some of the science here. What I want to get is from this canister. So collect the data. That's fine. Oh, look! An arch! I've never actually seen that arch in game before. I've had this game for a few years and I'm just now finding it. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of little Easter eggs on the moon. Such as there's a monument to, I almost said Louis Armstrong. Louis Armstrong is very different than Neil Armstrong. Worthy of being respected, don't get me wrong, but for very different reasons. So let's see here. We can get plenty more EVA reports. That's still so cool that just like I have enough rendering to get the moon right there. So let's see here. Can we board from right here? Grab. Ooh, board. Get back on here. We're not going to go Event Horizon on this. Board. There we go. So can we do a crew report from right here? It's just always going to be while in space near the moon. So I could actually conceivably just let Jeb go around and do some EVA reports. And in fact, you know what? I can actually probably transmit some of the data as well. But what I really want to do here, as fun as maximizing science can be, I should have enough science to go into bigger and more important missions here. I want to know if I have enough Delta V to actually get home. I don't know if I do. I mean, it's a lot of fuel. It's like, okay, 6-second burn to put us within a million meters, which we might as well, it's probably easier for us to be saved from orbit. So 700, 1200, 1800. All right. All right. So if I go from right here and try and do a little bit less Delta V, I can get aero captured. Possibly. Or worst case scenario, I just have to send something out to pick up and ferry Jeb, which is okay if that's what I got to do. This is actually not too complicated to make happen, and it's good practice for intercepting asteroids later on. But yeah, we'll just go ahead. You know what? We got some time for the video. If you all don't mind, a little bit of a longer take, and we're going to see if we can get Jeb home. See if we can make the cycle completed for all of this. So, let's see here. Any other EVA report science? EVA report from the moon's highlands. Okay, so nothing new just yet. I think there's only like another set of craters, and there's stuff on this side. So we'll just go ahead and go around once. So Jeb's landed on the moon. That's exciting. I'm sure we have some new contracts that have come up. In fact, I probably just missed a contract for planting a flag on the moon. That's okay. Crew reports. Nothing. EVA reports. It's so dark now. From just above the moon's midlands. And I think that's about the extent of what we'll be able... Okay, so we already have that from the midlands. Okay, so you know what? Let's say screw it. We can get more science later. It used to be you could fill out the tech tree just by getting science from all of the... from everything around here, just like between the moon and Minmus. And I don't really want to go that route. I want to just get my science from all kinds of different places. From Duna, from Eve, from Ike, from Gilly, from Lath. All the science. You don't need to have a maxed out tech tree to go interplanetary. We'll do that more in the coming days. But let's go ahead and just get on our marker here. Are you all excited? Do we have enough fuel for a 7-second burn? We might. I'm going to try and hit this really close, because this is like the best window I have to get possibly home. Alright. Do we have enough fuel? Do we have enough fuel? We have enough fuel, I think. 20 meters per second. Oh, we did it! Oh, we actually overdid it a little bit. We're not going for an aero capture. We're actually going for a collision course now. Okay. Well, the good news about that is that I have just a tiny, tiny bit of fuel left so that I can possibly go around here. You'll notice, of course, this time that I didn't put a heat shield down here because you all said, hey, this can survive the rigors of actually burning up in space. So we'll see about that. Let's go ahead and get out of the moon's zone of control first, because sometimes that changes what we have here. We'll clear this node. So we'll clear this node. That's right, we're just going for the exact amount of fuel that you need to get through space, right? So how's Jeb actually getting home before his contemporary, or his friends here? So let's see here. Why did that happen? Oh wait, because there we go. It freaks me out every time. It just takes a little bit of time to fix. So if we're actually going towards the apoapsis right here, we should be able to do one tiny little forward burn. Stretch this out just a little bit. We just want to stretch it out just a little bit. That's not just a little bit. That's actually going the wrong direction. Alright. So we're going to go for the aero capture here. We do not want to orbit this for 2 days because we won't get there in time, but this is kind of the idea. Alright, we're going to burn through the rest of our fuel here. In fact, probably just using the decoupler in the right direction will have this same effect, but I just don't want to do a straight up collision course because that feels like I'm asking for atmospheric problems. So I'll just go ahead and boop, 1,000, 9,000, 14. 14 should be plenty. And oh my gosh, are we actually going to be doing a daytime landing? I don't believe it. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're going to put this kind of somewhere neutral, because we don't really need all the stuff on here anymore. I think we have pretty much all the experiments taken care of. Pretty much. So let's see our pressure data. Oh, pressure from high over Kerbin. Let's use that. I think we have that. We just haven't actually returned it home. So temperature from high over Kerbin. Okay, we do have that. So Jebediah can actually return this home as well. Yay, see every little detail. Like I said, I'm pretty sure our Valentina has this data. Let's board and let's... Okay, so let's fly a little bit closer, but we're not going to go too crazy because we do not want to actually go through the marker here. We want to actually get aero captured. So all we're going to do is we're going to say bye-bye to our fuel supply. Let's just go ahead and stage this. Decouple. What did that do for our apoapsis? 11,000. See, like I said, that's pretty significant. Now, the other fun part is that it is entirely possible, because of the way I jettison that it could come back to actually hit me. I hope not. But there we go. We have a crazy... Oh, God, I cannot actually control this very well. We have lost control of the situation. There we go. Alright, so all we gotta do now is just land this, right? Nothing difficult about that. So just get a little bit closer. We're actually doing a daytime landing at Kerbin. Okay. Here we go. Almost time warped through it. Where is the other part? There's the moon. Hello, moon. That was just a nice little 2-day jaunt. And And we've got to turn ourselves. Now, what the peanut gallery's been telling me in the comments is that if I activate my chute, then I will be fine, and I can go ahead and activate the chute ahead of time. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go ahead and test that theory, since I did just quick save here. Let's go ahead and activate the chute now and see what happens. Obviously, we're in a vacuum, so it's not going to do anything yet. But I want to make sure that the ablative heat-resistant part of this command module down here actually does some good. So Moon, you were good to me. You provided me with plenty of science and enjoyment and entertainment, but it is time for us to splash down, more than likely splash down. Yeah, that seems to be... I'd be shocked if we ended up over here, although stranger things have happened. And how close are the debris to us? We actually have some debris. The exploder debris are going up above us. I think they may have just gotten canceled out. I don't think we can see them anymore. Oh, there they are. You can actually see them modeled. That is not Minmus. That's pretty cool. All right. So we're landing at high noon. We're about to catch on fire. We have our overpowered parachutes. We are going in at a surface speed of 3,000 meters per second, orbital velocity of 32,000 meters per second. Nope. 3,200 meters per second. 32,000 meters per second, and we'd pretty much would just bounce off the atmosphere and go straight back. So what I want to see here is the parachute going to activate? There's the moon going over the horizon. Goodbye, moon. Jebediah is just having a time. He's just like, whatever, dog. Stuff's exploding. There's the parachute on fire. Parachute did not die. That just is really, really strong. Alright. So something exploded. I don't know what exploded. Aerodynamic nose cone exploded due to overheating. I don't have an aerodynamic nose cone. But okay. Oh, look. We don't really need the aerodynamics anyway. Oh, wait. That was actually at the beginning of the flight. No, it's not. We're right here. Okay, so a little bit messy. But we have our landing sequence activated. Jeb's very excited. In fact, he kind of wants to EVA right now. There's the moon going over the atmospheric horizon as we're just going 100 meters per second, slowing down as we get into the soup of the atmosphere. Nothing but water for everywhere the eyes can see. So we are actually landing straight up in the middle of the ocean. I believe on the other side of the planet from Kerbal Space. Yeah, actually about as far away as you can land from Kerbal Space Center. So good job, Jeb, for at least having the presence of mind to land in international waters. And as I said, I know this video has gone on a bit. In fact, it's entirely possible that I may just have to split this up into 2 parts, which is fine. I'll release 2 parts on the same day. But it's fun. I like having a mission that I can do in one recording that you all get to see to completion. Assuming, of course, Jeb doesn't hit bad things like cut the parachute right now, which would be a disaster. All right, so 5,000. When do these parachutes activate again? Is it 1,000 or 500? 500 altitude. All right, so technically you're supposed to not have to worry about this anymore, but the parachute is just so strong. If there's a mod I do download, it might be one to actually make the parachutes burn more. And you know what? I was so dumb. That's not the sun at all, or that wasn't my space parts at all. That's Minmus. We know that's Minmus because if we look at the sun, Minmus is right beside it. I'm stupid. So you see, you can see Minmus even in the daytime if you can just stare right at the lights. So there we go. Look, I didn't even turn down my time acceleration in time. So there we go. The sun is over here. The moon is now conquered. Can do a similar set of missions for Minmus as well to get even more science. But I think the more important thing is to see how much science we get between our 2 missions, between our moon explorations, and kind of what we can do with it going forward. Because as I said on the stream, it has actually been over a calendar year since I've done interplanetary missions, as weird as that sounds. Really? Crew report from Kerbin's water? Okay, keep the data. We actually did not have that. That's very bizarre. We should have an EVA from Kerbin's water. Right. Oh, this capsule just wants to flip because that's the heavier part on top. Thanks, buoyancy. Oh well. Let's go ahead and recover the vessel. Good job, Jeb. And what is our postscript? We're at 474 science. That is a lot of science. And that's not even considering the other vessel that I haven't returned yet from the moon. So 2 science is the little bit of here. So we have EVA from the midlands, EVA from the moon's midlands and just above it. Material study from the moon's midlands and a temperature scan and atmospheric pressure. Hey, it's 0. Who knew? Mystery goo from the midlands. This is all very good sciencey stuff. Mystery goo observation from space, atmospheric pressure, and recovery of a vessel returned from the surface of the moon. All very important. Part recovery. We got 500 funds back. And then Jebediah is advanced to level 2. Copyright. Alright, so I want to see here. What did I miss? Perform temperature scans of Minmus. We're going to go ahead and take that. I think we're going to do a Minmus flight just to make sure that we cover that base, because right now we don't actually have missions for going to other places, although we have a lot of space tourists that want to go places. And that's some pretty good money. And then we have quests for just rendezvousing vessels within range of each other and kill their relative velocities. That's pretty good here, but we still have some of the active things. I may go ahead and skip out on some of those. Still, I think that's pretty much going to be it for now. We have the tech tree, and we have a lot of tech that we cannot actually get into just yet. So we already know that a lot of this money is going to be going into upgrade. Now we can collect surface samples. In fact, I could have gone back to the Kerbal Space Center, upgraded, and then gone back to get surface samples from the moon and get even more science. I'm done. But I'll remember that for Minmus, because now we don't have to worry about unlocking. And look at all these things. Now I just have to wait to upgrade these until later. So let's see here. Yeah. Oh wait, we have to actually get the prereqs for this. These we cannot unlock until we upgrade one more time. So that's it for now. This is Asher with a successful moon landing mission. That's how you do it, in case you ever want to know. Or you just want to see someone that's demonstrated it. Very tight on the fuel margins. I'm sure if I flew a little bit more efficiently, it would have worked out. But hey, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe. Feel free to comment if you have any other thoughts or words. But thank you again for sticking around. Your support and continued viewership means a lot. And I will see you all next time, where we'll go to Minmus and beyond. Take care.